To celebrate State Farm's surprisingly great rates, we gave this song surprisingly great lyrics.
Hey neighbors, when your claims get hard to file, State Farm's got the switch it up style. Great rates save you cash, so if you come join us, you'll get your coins up. Oh, now you know you can save that dough, and you're covered on your ride and your home. For great service on the low, then call up State Farm. It's time to switch it up.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your driver's license is important so you can get back and forth to work, get your kids to school, and back and forth to daycare. If your license has been suspended because you can't pay your tickets, you can't do any of those things. Let's talk about Chapter 13 bankruptcy. You may have heard the tickets cannot be discharged, but they can be dealt with in a Chapter 13 case. Why not come in for a free consultation? The chapter you choose will make all the difference to your getting back legally on the road. Let's design a plan to pay off your tickets and restore your license immediately. I'm attorney Travis Gagne. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. 99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. What is the worst thing that you've ever seen at a restaurant? People sharing their best ones on BuzzFeed.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
This should be good.
Here are some of the highlights. I saw a guy put ketchup on his fries, lick the top of the bottle, and then put it back on the table. Ah! Oh, yeah.
Oh, so that's frowned upon, huh?
Yeah, I shouldn't be doing that, Steve.
That's weird, man. You got to think that other people are using that stuff. That's messed up.
It just goes to show you, man, more and more people just think they're home. People, the way they are in movie theaters, they think they're just in their living room. And now here at the restaurants, people think they're just in their kitchens.
I just don't get some people. You probably see it a lot on airplanes, too. Like somebody who takes off their shoes.
Oh,
I've seen somebody do that at a restaurant as well.
Oh, why?
They just took off their shoes and they're just sitting, like, their shoes are right next to their feet. So apparently they just don't like eating with shoes on. That's my guess. But they're just sitting there, and it's like, okay, I'm glad you have socks on, but why are your shoes off?
I'm guessing they weren't high heels, because you see that at bars sometimes.
No.
Girls go out with their high heels, and they end up taking them off at the end of the night.
Yeah, those girls are ratchet.
Yeah,
I always think that. Whenever you see some girl walking the streets of Seattle, you don't know what's on those streets, and you're just walking barefoot because you can't handle the high heels anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Remember we saw those machines, though, where you could buy shoes?
Oh, yeah. Little slippers.
In Vegas, yeah. Those are the greatest. They should have those everywhere because you're right. I get that women at some point, get off the high heels because you're drunk, and if you're like Sarah, you're going to fall and face plant every time.
Yeah.
But they should carry those little mini shoes with them so that they have something to wear instead.
Just something.
They make them easy. They sell them in little packs so you can keep them in your bag.
Yep.
And yet women don't use them.
Or just don't go out in heels.
They get trashed is what it is.
Someone just texted saying they saw someone changing a baby on a table.
No.
At a lunch area.
No. Tell me that's not true.
It was weird one time walking in, and I know it's just what happens in a bathroom, but there's one place I went to, the baby changing station is right by the door.
Yeah.
So when you open up the door,
there it is.
You walk right into this guy handling some serious action that his child just delivered.
Yeah.
And I just turned around. I'm like, nah, this is not my day. I'm going to wait.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to be in there. It was a small bathroom.
Yeah, if you don't have a kid, that is you've got to love that kid in order to be exposed to that kind of destruction. Yeah. You really do.
It's gross, but I feel like I did it at a booth before, not on the table. I would just do it on the seat, but because they didn't have baby changing stations in the men's room.
Were you at least being covert about it, so that people wouldn't see?
Oh yeah.
Or did you throw the diaper on the table?
Well, that too. I just threw it at everyone that was walking by.
Danny's right.
Say, hey waiter, can you take this?
Yeah. Tell me it was just a number 1 diaper.
Oh no.
Oh,
I'm talking when she was newborn. But it pissed me off because there were so many bathrooms that didn't have a baby change station. It's like, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah,
it's a good point. Now that you mention it, Danny, I think I've had to do the same thing where maybe I've done it on the floor of a restaurant, but where do you go?
There are times when I worked at the restaurant, we only had a changing station in the women's bathroom. So I would go in there, make sure no one was in there, and I'd stand guard. I'm like, sir, feel free to use the changing station in here. I'll make sure no one goes in.
That's so stupid. If you have a changing station, have one for the guys as well. There are dads that are going to have to change a baby as well.
There was a time when they started doing this changing station thing that actually women were still considered the ones to take care of the baby.
But it's 2018, BJ.
I agree. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Now there's no excuse, and there aren't too many places where I don't see a changing station in the guys' room too now.
Steve doesn't have very good luck walking into public restrooms. You're right.
You don't.
It's amazing that I even still use public restrooms.
Yeah, between baby changing and docking, I mean, you've really
and two dudes having sex.
Yeah.
In San Francisco.
This is why you can't hit the lottery. I mean, because
I have bad luck.
Yeah, you've already shown.
It's all come to his bathroom. Wow.
Some other worse things that were seen at a restaurant. This one person who wrote into BuzzFeed said, I saw a member of the staff take a straw out of a half-empty glass of orange juice, top it off with fresh orange juice, put a new straw into it, and serve it to a customer. Oh, God.
Well, it's hard to get a good straw these days.
No, don't tell me those things. Now I don't want to go.
And you think, let me have a straw because you don't want to put your mouth on like the dirty cup.
Yeah, exactly.
That's my wife's thing. Like she just has like, the OCD of that. So it's like, I want a straw because I don't really want to put my mouth on the cup. And then you hear this. I got to keep that story away from her. She's not going to like that. Wow. Yeah, I don't get that one because I know those, the industrial dishwashers they have are so hot, it burns everything. It just destroys everything, so I feel good about it. Somebody says they once saw a girl taking care of herself with a cigar at a bar at the restaurant that I worked at.
Whoa. What?
Sometimes you have to pay extra for that.
Wow.
Wow. She Lewinsky? She was doing a Lewinsky?
Oh, and it's 2019. I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 2018 now, BJ. It's 2019.
Yeah. Well,
2019, dummy.
That's all right.
LOL.
Don't worry about it.
Damn it. I've been putting 2018 on all my checks.
Yeah, you'll get there. I worked at a restaurant and it had been really busy all day. So the cooks started arguing about who was working the hardest. They eventually went outside and started fighting.
Awesome.
One bit a chunk out of both ears from the other guy.
Whoa!
Well, if you're at a restaurant...
It was Evander Holyfield's. It's a steak.
Yeah, that's right. Holyfield's. Come on in.
Wow.
Okay, yeah. They say being a chef, they say having to be a chef is really stressful, and I'm not surprised that these guys are crazy like this.
Yeah, imagine being in like a busy restaurant. I would imagine there's a lot of stress, but you still shouldn't bite somebody else's body part.
Oh, you don't think so?
No.
All right.
I mean, it's 2018 for God's sake.
Yeah, it's 2018. Come on, people. This is not a recording. We are live. Steve just doesn't know what year it is. Once I was in a fast food restaurant and this middle-aged drunk man got really upset, walked outside, then proceeded to urinate on the front door.
Okay.
That's right. That's what I would do. You know what? I'll show you people. I'll mark this territory. It is now mine.
That's why it's drive-through all the time.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't stop me.
Yeah.
I'll just, at the drive-through. No. A man had a ring in a champagne glass. When he began to propose, everyone in the restaurant started clapping until the girl was crying, and she whispered to him that she'd been cheating on him with his brother. Oh, wow!
A simple no would have been.
Yeah, no would have been better.
Better.
Oh man,
we can explain this later, guys.
What do you think he was having this fancy dinner with you for? Why did you wait until the ring champagne glass thing happened?
Ouch,
man. I witnessed a man take off his date's shoe, put her foot on the table, pour ketchup on her toes, and then lick it off. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's fine dining right there.
I would love to leave a Yelp review about that place for that.
Is it weird that I think if it was like honey or whipped cream, it'd be a little less creepy, but ketchup?
Yeah, it's
no,
weird.
I think it's licking anything off of anyone's toes in a restaurant is creepy.
It's a restaurant, Vicky. Yeah. It's not about the condiment. It's about the use of the condiment.
I'm saying it's both. They're both disgusting, but if they would have done like whipped cream, ketchup seems trashy.
Okay.
No, A1 steak sauce would be the right way to go.
Exactly.
Oh, that is delicious.
Gotta go the A1. All right.
Penny.
What do you say if you're okay, Vicky? You worked in the industry. You're a waitress. That's your table. Somebody says, "Hey, excuse me, Vicky. Those people are licking ketchup off of their toes." How do you handle that?
That is when I take my apron off and walk out. I'm done with the service industry.
Oh, you don't bring out the whipped cream and go, "I prefer this." You guys,
it's like I probably. It's like, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because there's no way to tactfully say, "What the hell are you doing, you idiots?"
You got to kick them out.
Well, yeah. Nobody should be 8.5 weeks in a restaurant. You do that in the privacy of your own kitchen.
What the hell does that mean?
Oh, remember that movie? That's
8.5 weeks?
I think it's 8.5 weeks, right? Or is it 9.5 weeks? Mickey Rourke.
It's 2018, BJ. You think people know this?
It's a famous movie where basically there's a big love scene where he just takes everything in the fridge and throws it on her and just licks it off her, I think. But I think it's 9.5 weeks.
It's 9.5 weeks. That's why I thought it's 8.5 weeks.
I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
That's the prequel.
Yeah. 8.5.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
With Kim Basinger and Mickey Rourke.
That's it.
All right, yeah. 9.5 weeks.
8.5 weeks, they just, what they use is a cooler. They didn't use the whole fridge.
Danny, Vicky? Seen that movie?
Nope.
No. Don't even know it.
No, and they don't even know Mickey Rourke.
It came out before I was born.
When did that come out?
86.
86?
I'm 89.
That was the year I was born.
That was a controversial movie. That was like, whoa, this is super sensual and sexy. And now it's nothing to these kids.
Nothing.
Damn, dude.
I'd say watch it, but I don't even know if you really want to.
It probably, I mean, Mickey Rourke.
Oh, hey.
There's some sex scenes in it.
Yeah. You full on see stuff. That's okay. I'll watch that on Red Porn or Tube.
There was
I
Red
got
porn.
them confused.
Red
The
porn.
two ones I watched.
Yeah,
Sorry.
okay.
Red Hub.
We're learning a little too much about Vicky. We're learning that she watches 2 channels and she
Porn
likes
red.
whipped cream over or ketchup all over her body. All right. Well, since we're talking about ketchup all over your body, let's go Italiano. Have you guys heard of the Villa Italian Kitchen? They're in a lot of malls.
No.
I think we have one around here somewhere, or maybe
Like
we
food
did.
court?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's where I've seen them.
There's one in Westfield South Center and one
Yeah.
in Alderwood Mall.
That's
and
it.
Then,
What does the
the
logo
Outlet
look like?
Collection.
It looks like, probably got the Italian colors, red, green, and white.
Oh, thanks, BJ.
Yeah, it means,
Oh, I've never
You've never seen
this.
those places?
No.
Yeah,
I got to step up my visiting the food courts at the malls.
if you want some quick Italian, that's a good place to go to.
That's good.
And look at this. They got a new thing.
They got
they're doing.
calzones.
I think they do, actually.
And Stromboli.
Oh,
And stromboli.
They got that pepperoni stromboli, BJ.
Yeah.
I know you like that.
Oh, I give them a stromboli. Are you ready what they have now, though?
What's up?
They now have created a gender reveal lasagna. Yes. You can go to South Center, you can go to Alderwood, and you can have a gender reveal party at the Villa Italian Kitchen.
Oh, that looks so gross.
So it's lasagna?
Yeah, and it looks like the ricotta cheese they use, they dye a color blue or a color pink to indicate the kind of baby you have, so that when you cut into the lasagna and get your piece, you see what the baby's going to be.
I hate all these gender reveal parties. I think we need to stop. But if I was going to go to a gender reveal party and they said they're going to reveal it with lasagna, I'm going.
Me too. As long as it doesn't taste funny, I don't care what color
It doesn't taste any
ricotta
different.
is. Yeah.
It'd be way better than cake.
Well, I like cake too.
I'd
have
rather
both.
lasagna over cake.
For sure. Yeah.
Why can't we have both? Why do we have to choose, man?
All right, let's have both.
Yeah.
Someone have a baby.
Yeah.
Vicky.
Wow.
Damn it.
Now, if you want one of these, it'll cost you $140.
How much does the food dye cost? These guys are geniuses.
Yes,
$1.
they are. Yeah.
It's the same lasagna that they probably charge, like $20 for?
Yeah. You also get normal colored rolls and a salad for 12 people. So go down to South Center, go up to Alderwood, have your gender reveal party. I just want to do it anyway, just because it's like I'll reveal my own gender. Here we go.
Well, they're talking about it feeding 12 people, so 120, that's $10 a person. That's not too bad.
No, I'm looking here on their site. It's $139.99 for just a regular lasagna.
Well, that's like that.
That's how much they're charging for a whole thing of lasagna?
That serves 12 people.
Oh, my gosh.
Might as well go to Costco, man.
I'll just do it myself.
145.
I'll
That's
ask my wife to do
12
it.
people.
There you go.
Though. Think about it though. 12 people, and you're feeding them all for $140. That's not horrible.
I know. It just seems a little excessive.
Is it like 12 people or like 12 people that eat like us? Because this would only feed like 6 of us.
Oh, Steve, forget it. Yeah, you got to buy lasagna for him.
You might need to get 2 of them if I'm coming to your party.
Yeah, you're right about that.
You get colored rolls and salad too, as well.
Yeah.
I would want all the colored rolls.
Oh wait, they have colored rolls? I thought I said normal rolls.
I'd say colors.
Oh, normal colored roll. Well,
I see what
normal
you're saying.
colored rolls. Yeah, they're just normal.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I don't know why.
I mean, well, define normal in the world of rolls.
Well, it's probably got like that sort of tannish golden sort of color.
Cool.
But I think it would be kind of cool to have blue rolls and pink rolls that they roll out after, as it were. That wouldn't be bad. All right.
I hope I never have to go to a gender reveal party.
Oh, you're going to probably be part of one.
Well, I mean, if lasagna's involved, then I'm down. But yeah,
If your wife said to you, if you guys decide,
my
okay,
wife
we're
thinks
gonna,
this is dumber than I think it's.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I like her more.
Okay, but if
Yeah.
she said that she went to the gender reveal party,
Well, yeah, it's got to be lasagna. Tell her we want one just because we want the lasagna.
Okay.
I don't even care what the gender. You know what? You know what you can do? You can just keep it. You can just keep it like a white color and go. You guys figure it out.
why don't we just have a, I don't know, like a color reveal party here at work?
Yeah.
It's not even for a baby. We're just going to reveal what color is in this lasagna.
My favorite color. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's have like around holiday time. We'll make it green. Like for Christmas. No, like red and green. Well, lasagna already is kind of red and green now that I think about it. All right.
You willing to drop the $139 for this lasagna?
Oh,
it better
yeah.
be good lasagna for that kind of money.
If you're getting it free, what do you care? You come to me for price, and then you're complaining about whether it's going to be good or not. You're not paying for it. You're already tapping me to do it.
Yeah, but I'm looking out for your best interest.
Oh, thanks, buddy. I hadn't thought about that. All right, fine. I just want lasagna.
Same here.
Yeah. Here's a question for you. What happens when someone goes on social media to complain about dating men, only to have one guy call her out for being a liar? Liar! It's another edition of Facebook Drama. You're going to hear it at 8:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle.
Now it's time for Facebook Drama.
And BJ, this is our opportunity to point out the idiots that are on Facebook. This is an actual Facebook post. The drama unfolds because of it, and we are acting it out. This time, I will play the role of the original poster, so I will be Quinn.
Hey.
Rev, you'll be Zoe.
Sweet.
BJ, you'll play the role of Kevin.
Yes.
And Vicky, you will be Brian.
Nice.
All right, so once again, Quinn's the original poster, so I'll start things off. Dating is the worst. I think I'm going to be single forever. All men are jerks.
Hun, you'll find the right guy when you're least expecting it.
LOL.
She will. Why do you need to chime in and type LOL? It's not her fault that all she dates is jerks.
Well, actually, if all she dates are jerks, then it's pretty much her fault. But she's not dating jerks. She's just a stupid liar, and that's why she can't find a man.
Well, that's rude.
Look, we dated for a month, and then she tells me, oh, by the way, I'm pregnant.
You got her pregnant?
No, you idiot. She was pregnant before we met. She just kept that a secret.
Ouch.
Kevin, get off my page. Why are we even still friends on here?
Oh, don't worry. I'm unfriending you now. But here's a PSA. Tell people you date up front you're pregnant.
I'll date you. It's the perfect scenario. I don't have to buy you drinks. You can be my DD, and we don't need condoms. Haha.
Ew, Brian.
Just saying.
You are so gross.
I don't understand how a person in their brain doesn't get that, while you're carrying somebody else's baby, you're really not very dateable.
Some people are into that, man.
Yeah, some people are. Unfortunately,
there are thumbnails on those videos I've seen.
Yeah, but apparently Brian's too gross. But most of us...
That's a good point.
Yeah, most of us, especially if you don't know, that's a bomb that just can't be undropped, right?
You have to, I would imagine, preface that before going out on a date and say, hey, look, just so you know, I got a bun in the oven. So if that changes your opinion of me, or if you don't want to date me, at least you know up front that I'm pregnant right now.
And I just feel like you got other things to think about. You can't start a new relationship and then have a baby. You got to think about that kid. And
I don't know. It could be like a reality show. You have 7 months till the baby pops out to find its father.
Can you find its father or get a father? Yeah,
Thursday nights on Fox.
This is
following Temptation Island.
I think we got too much freedom. This is how it starts. We have too much freedom. People abuse their freedoms, and then people are going to want to just start putting restrictions on everybody. That's what's happening.
Oh, is that what's happening?
That's what's happening.
You don't think a pregnant woman should be able to date?
I don't. I really don't. I think if you're a pregnant woman and you've decided to have the baby, you need to spend the next amount of time preparing to take care of that child and not enter another relationship.
What, like knitting, booties, and baby hats?
They tell you when you're in recovery and addiction that you shouldn't start new relationships because, you got to take care of yourself. Don't you think taking care of a new life is just as important, and therefore don't add any more stress to that?
What if it's not like, hey, be my boyfriend situation? What if, hey, my hormones are going crazy and I need to bone somebody? Can you bone me?
Well, see, yeah, that's different.
Okay.
I think
that's okay.
Just wanted to make sure.
Well, yeah, because it sounds like she said dating. Dating means you're kind of looking for somebody, right? Isn't that what dating means? You're dating somebody. You're not looking for just.
I just look at it as going on a date.
Some people date with no expectations that this is going to be their forever guy or girl.
Yeah, this woman had expectations. At least from what I'm reading into it, she's calling all guys jerks because she can't find the right one. So I'm thinking she was looking for a relationship.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but I think Vicky's right. If you're just looking to have some fun, that's different. Having fun is fine, but entering a long-term relationship when you've got a new life about to be born and you've got to be a parent of that life, I don't think it's a good idea.
Huh. That's an interesting date to go on. If you're there and just like, hey, just by the way, I can't have any alcohol.
Yeah, why? Why is that?
Oh, I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
And how many months? For her not to be showing, unless she was showing and she just hit it with like a sweater or something like that. I mean, don't you think that she's relatively new to the pregnancy world?
I would say so.
Dang.
Yeah, she got to be, because otherwise you would notice something was up. Either A, you'd be like, wow, this girl's really heavy, or B, you go, this girl's pregnant. We sometimes don't want to say one or the other because you're going to get in trouble.
One person says, I was with my ex for 10 years. She was 4 months pregnant when we first met.
Wow. But I wish that texter would tell me that they knew up front. Like you said, Steve.
4 months pregnant. I don't know. How does this work?
It depends on the person. Some people start showing like 3 to 4 months, and other people don't start showing until they're 5 or 6.
But you know.
Yeah.
I mean, like Steve says, if you can see someone's pregnant, then you don't have to have anybody tell you. You kind of go, hey, what's up?
I mean, or it could have just been a really, really big lunch.
Just bloated.
Burrito baby.
Wow.
Yeah. It was Tuesday. A lot of tacos.
Yeah, burrito baby on Tuesdays.
So it says I was 12 weeks pregnant when I met someone. He knew I was pregnant. We started dating. In 10 years and 3 kids later, he's now my husband.
Yeah, if you say it up front, I'm not too sure it's a great idea, but if you say it up front and everybody's on board, okay, fine.
I mean, you got time. Just waiting around for that baby to pop out, so it's not like as if they're like busy with the baby right now.
Yeah,
you got time to date.
I want nothing to do with it. I don't. It's not my baby. You got all those hormones. That's the other thing too. Like, she's got a lot going on in her body, emotionally, physically. It's like you're not even you. You're this baby factory. It's like your hormones and everything. A lot of things are changed when you're pregnant.
Makes dinner dates fun though. You never know what she's gonna order.
Oh, good point.
She's like, "Is this on the menu? Pickles and ice cream?"
Yeah, sure. Here you go, miss. Wow.
Somebody says it sounds like the new show should be called "She Didn't Tell Me She's Pregnant." Haha.
I like that show. That's a great show.
What if they did like a Bachelor? How much controversy would they get?
The pregnant Bachelorette?
If the Bachelorette was pregnant.
Ooh.
Dude, they just gotta get a bunch of dudes that have like pregnancy fetish. I've met some of those dudes.
No, you don't tell them. So they all come in. You got how many people are 30, 20? I don't know. I lost track. But there's a bunch of guys that show up to the house. They all like, oh, she's so hot. And of course she's hot, but they don't know she's pregnant. She brings them all in. They've all been drinking, except for her, of course, because she's pregnant.
Right.
And then she finally drops the bomb night 1.
Oh, yeah.
Or maybe night 2.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Kind of get them into her. And then on night 2, she says, hey, big meeting. Ding, ding, ding. I got a baby coming. It's from last season's Bachelor. Things didn't work out.
Do you want a group reveal, or should they all go on their one-on-one dates, and that's when she tells them when they're on the date and they're about to get busy?
I want them all in the same room together to see how many decide just to walk out the door.
Okay.
How many do you think? Let's just say there's 20 bachelors.
Ooh.
How many do you think will walk out the door?
Oh, man. I think at least half will stay.
Half?
Yeah.
I'm thinking only like 3 or so will leave. The reason you're on that show is to get quote unquote famous.
Yeah, Vicky's right. Yeah, Vicky's right.
I mean, this is going to be the most talked about season ever.
Yeah,
Right.
you can't leave.
Exactly.
You got to stay.
Oh, and then they don't want to look like the bad guy walking out on the pregnant woman.
But it's like, oh yeah, no, pregnant women are hot.
But how about, because sometimes they have sex, or at least look like they're going to have sex. They don't show it. But, there have been, situations where they're getting down and dirty, and then she drops it to him just as he's thinking, like, do you still go in for the kill?
Well, I mean, that's a personal preference.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean,
I'm imagining if anyone's willing to stick around on the show, are going to be willing to stick something else around.
I've always felt weird about that. When I have 2 kids, and when my wife was pregnant, I've always I don't know, honey.
Well, you're afraid of they're going to grab you.
Yeah, I don't.
They're going to come out with an indent on their forehead.
Exactly. I didn't.
Them too much credit.
Wow, thank you.
Well, anyone really, BJ. Don't take it personal.
No,
But I mean, aren't women hornier when they're pregnant? So
I know.
wasn't she like, let's do it?
Yeah.
You turned it down?
Well, we had to come up with an alternative version. I didn't want to do the full meal deal because, again, I was afraid that, my kid would come out with dents in his head or something. or either that, like Steve said, what all of a sudden something's got me? It's like Alien. Ah! It was weird.
You read too many comics, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, look, you have to remember, I'm old.
Too many movies.
You have to remember, I didn't have all the information you guys had. Remember that. This was like 30 years ago. We didn't have all this info and internets and stuff.
Yeah, but you had common sense back then, didn't you?
Oh, look who's talking over there. Come on, you're from the same school if you didn't have much action.
I would never think, though, that something is going to grab me while I'm having intercourse.
Well, you just don't know what's going to happen. Look, we were in the state of ignorance. We didn't know what would happen. That information wasn't out there 30 some odd years ago. Like, what would happen if you just couldn't, and you didn't have conversations with people who were in your same boat. Again, this is a long time ago because Joey's 30, so we're talking 30 years ago. Yeah.
Somebody says they have a plot twist for our Bachelor, the pregnant Bachelorette show. She reveals at the end of the episode to the guy that wins that she's not pregnant.
Oh, just
like Joe Millionaire.
It was just a test all along.
Yeah. I like that. Or do you really want her to be pregnant, Steve?
I don't. Either way, I just want to watch what kind of weirdness is going to happen when she tells an entire room of dudes that are all like machismo guys.
Yeah.
That all of a sudden they're going to find out that the woman that they're pining for is pregnant.
Yeah. Even if she's not pregnant, she needs to fake that she is. Just go into the bathroom during a date and like throw up, get like pea soup or something.
Oh, that's what they'll do.
Yeah,
that's what
totally.
They'll do.
Like go out. It's like, oh my god, I can't clean the toilet. Can you clean it for me? Just totally gross.
Yeah, see, Steve, that's your show. Mm-hmm. All right.
I'd watch The Bachelorette again if they worked this in. It's going to happen.
And all the dates could be like baby shopping or baby classes.
Oh my gosh.
Could you imagine?
We have to let the execs at ABC know because a lot of those board meeting guys, they're sitting around and they're going, how can we get Steve to watch again? It's been a long time.
It could be like a summer mini series as opposed to a full show because you're not going to have all the guys stick around. So it might only need to be like 6 weeks of shows.
Yeah. Well, you know what? They have the Bachelorette in Paradise. This would be the Bachelor in Hell when he finds out the woman he's dating is pregnant. That would be the Bachelor in Hell.
The controversy might be worth it for them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like what are they doing? It's nothing awful. The woman's just trying to date. But it would be the most talked about season of The Bachelorette.
Wasn't there a season where the Bachelorette or whatever had a kid already?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, this is just a step in a different.
I think it was a dude. It's something different when the kid's already there. I think. It's like the kid's there. He's maybe 3, 4, 5 years old. But somehow, to me, when you're pregnant, it's just like, I don't know, that man has been freshly there. That's what I think of in my brain, and I don't like that.
I mean, there's a good chance that you hook up with someone at a party or a booty call that they've already been somewhere earlier, just like maybe even an hour before they saw you.
Yeah, but you don't want to know that, do you?
No, of course not.
That's why the pregnancy is right in your face that, that guy was recently there. If she's 1 month, 2 months pregnant. You know what I mean? You can't ignore that, can you? Or can you? I couldn't.
Yeah, I can ignore that.
Oh, you're a better man than me.
Oh, clearly.
Wow.
Just kidding.
Jeez.
Just kidding.
Put him in the Hall of Fame.
Thank you for
being able to have sex with a pregnant lady.
Yeah.
All right. Yesterday, Steve... He did get this one right.
What is the first month of the year comprised of exactly 30 days?
January. No. February. No. That wasn't a guess.
Okay.
Guess it was March. No. April.
Yeah.
No, actually, you did get it right. I'm very surprised. I thought it wasn't going to happen.
I did.
February should have counted, though. I don't care.
I caught myself.
You want a shot at beating Steve? Sure thing, man. 206-421-ROCK. That's the number. You call, and you're playing Beat Miggs at 847.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Here's another question from a listener. I'm getting my wages garnished. Can bankruptcy help with that?
Absolutely. One of the big reasons people file bankruptcy is because they have a judgment or a lawsuit against them, or their wages are getting garnished, and so they can't pay their other regular ongoing bills. People sometimes think that you can't file bankruptcy once they have a judgment against them or once a garnishment has started, and that's not true. Filing bankruptcy will immediately stop any garnishment that you have going, except for child support, and stop your creditors from continuing on with garnishments of your bank accounts, your wages, and in most cases will discharge that liability through the bankruptcy process. And we can file a bankruptcy case for you usually the day you come in.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
I'm Erin Ryan, political commentator, comedy writer, and host of Crooked Media's Hysteria.
And I'm co-host Alyssa Mastromonaco, former White House Deputy Chief of Staff for President Obama.
Each week on Hysteria, we are joined by a team of hilariously opinionated ladies to discuss the headlines from the serious to the absurd.
We cover everything from reproductive rights to rom-coms and break down the political news of the week and cultural stories that affect women's lives.
New episodes of Hysteria drop every Thursday. Listen on Odyssey, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.